Hi. Hello. Hi, Takahashi-san. It's really, really good to see you today. Guys, can we give another round of applause for him, please? 今日会うのすごく嬉しいです。So, alright, so first things first, I think one of the things that we all want to know is that what inspired you to create Captain Tsubasa?
この漫画を作るために何にインスピレーションされましたかって。
この作品を書き始めたのは、僕が20歳の時からなんですけども、18歳の時に、1978年のアルゼンチンワールドカップを見て、そこからサッカーって面白いなと思って、そこから発想して生まれました。
So he started writing Captain Tsubasa ever since he's been 18 years old. He was inspired by the Argentina World Cup that was taking place around 1980 something, and that's how he was inspired to write this story.
That's so interesting, but why did you pick football? Because football, I'm not sure if it's very famous in Japan, like culturally, so why football?
なんでサッカーを選べましたか？なんか日本の中にサッカーが一番人気じゃないだと思いますが、なんでサッカーを選べましたか？
はい、やっぱりそのアルゼンチンのワールドカップを見てサッカーというスポーツが僕自身すごい面白いなと思って、で当時日本ではまあそんな盛んではなかったんですけども、もっともっと日本でサッカーが知られて、盛んになってほしいなという思いがありました。
As he said earlier, it was his excitement that he felt as he was watching the Argentina World Cup. He was really excited and he wanted to create a story that will deliver the same kind of emotions. And he wanted soccer to become more popular in Japan. That's why he chose soccer.
Okay, so soccer became like really popular in Japan, but Captain Tsubasa didn't just become popular in Japan, it got popular everywhere around the world, especially here in the Arabian nation. It's already like part of the DNA of like the Arabs of this region. So how do you currently feel about that? And did you expect the success that Captain Tsubasa got?
キャプテン翼は日本の中だけじゃなくて世界中もすごく人気になって、あと特にアラブの世界ですごく人気になったのは高橋陽一さんがそれを想像しましたかって。
いえ、想像はしてなくて日本だけで終わるとは思ってたんですけども、僕の考えだったりストーリーが全世界の人たちにも伝わったのは大変嬉しく思ってます。
He didn't expect that it will become popular worldwide. He thought that it might become popular in Japan, and he thought it will stop at that point. But it became popular all over the world, and he's so happy and he appreciates that a lot.
That's great. So since its popularity, how do you translate this, like the emotions of sports on a page? Because sports, I think, it's very difficult to animate that and put all that emotions in. So how do you translate that into a manga and then into the anime?
スポーツはなんか動きが多いですよね。この動きとかなんかエモーションどうやって絵になんかしましたか？どうやって漫画にしましたかって。
そうですね、僕も動きのある絵を描くのがすごい好きで、それと僕はサッカー以外にもいろんなスポーツが好きで、なのでサッカー漫画なんですけども空手の要素だったりとかプロレスの要素だったりとか他のスポーツからもインスピレーションを受けてかっこいい動きを描けたらなと思って描いてます。
So generally he is very interested in sports. He likes karate. He likes a lot of kind of sports, and he's been always watching these sports and looking at their movements and their poses. So he's been studying their poses, and that's how he wanted to write a sports manga because he likes to write these kind of movements, to draw these kinds of movements and poses.
So, were you a sporty kid as well when you were younger?
子供の時になんかスポーツやる方でしたかって。
そうですね、はい。僕は野球をやってました。
He did baseball.
Baseball. So why not do an anime about baseball? It's not. I think that's also something that's not super popular in Japan.
サッカーを描きたいなと思って描きました。
Ever since he's been a kid, he's been reading so many baseball mangas and watching so many baseball animes. So he wanted to write something different. He didn't want to just write something that would be similar to things that already exist.
Yeah, and yeah, I guess football became like you're the pioneer of like football anime in that sense. So in that anime, do you have a favorite character within Captain Tsubasa?
キャプテン翼の中に一番好きなキャラありますか？
まあ、僕が生み出したキャラクターはみんな子供みたいなものなので、誰が好きという、まあ、みんなが好きなんですけども、はい、で一人を選ぶっていうのはなかなか難しくて、いつも答えてるのはその時に描いてるキャラクターにどうしてもこう自分の思いとかが込められるので、その時描いてるキャラクターが一番好きなキャラクターです。
So he can't choose a specific character, especially that the audience here probably have different characters that they like. He doesn't want to make anyone sad. But for him personally, the character that he is drawing at that time, or that he's focusing at that time, becomes his favorite character for that period of time.
Alright, I'm just gonna get more into the characters in the show. What was the hardest sort of character that you had to develop while you were making Captain Tsubasa?
キャプテン翼のキャラクターの中でなんか一番作るの大変とか作るの難しいだったキャラクターありますかって。
いや、特にそう感じたキャラクターはいなくて、その時生み出した時はすごい一番お気に入りで、新しいキャラクターを作った時にはこのキャラクターをどうやって動かしていくかっていう、すごい作者自身もこうワクワクしながら描いてます。
So he didn't really have any difficulty with creating any specific character. He just like went with his feelings. Like when he creates the character, he chooses what he likes, and he is always excited to create the character moves and skills, and that's like how he created the characters.
And was there any challenging moments is there any challenging parts where like a specific moment in the anime that you had a hard time sort of writing?
アニメの漫画の中になんか大変だったとか難しかったシーン、なんか書くのとかストーリーを作るのは難しかった時ありましたかって。
そうですね、特に困ったことはないんですけども、どうしても納得いかない時とかがあるんですね。その時はどうしても何回も書き直して、特にシュートをするシーンとかは僕は誰も描いたことがないような絵を描きたいなと思って常に描いて、だからいろんなところの構図を考えてで描くんですけど、うまくいかない時は何回もやり直して描いてますね。で自分が納得するのを生み出そうとしてます。
So there was not really a specific scene or moment where he had difficulties, but it's mostly about drawing the poses. So sometimes he would have like he wanted to draw a scene or a pose or like a drawing that he didn't draw before, like from a new perspective, from a new point of view, new kind of move. That's the time where he would like draw it and then throw it away and redraw it again until he feels satisfied with it, and that's like how it was.
Okay, and aside from the challenges, do you have a favorite scene that you created?
一番好きなシーンありますか？
そうですね、まあいっぱいあるんですけども、まあ最初に翼くんが崖の上から若林くんの家に、ボールを蹴るシーンとか、あと中学校の時に日向と翼くんが同時優勝して2人でユニフォーム交換して2人で優勝旗を上げるシーンとかはお気に入りのシーンです。
So there are two scenes that he told me about. The first one is when Tsubasa-kun shoots the ball inside the house of Wakabayashi-kun. And the other scene was 2番目のシーンもう一回教えてくれませんか？
チームで優勝してで2人で優勝。
The second scene is with Tsubasa-kun and Hyuga-kun. They play as a two-man team and they win and raise the award together.
Okay, personally in the show as well, one of the most impactful moments for me in Captain Tsubasa was the one with Misugi. With Misugi, he had like a heart condition, and I just want to know like what inspired you to create that scene, because I think that was one of the most impactful episodes in Captain Tsubasa.
彼女にとっては一番特別なシーンはなんか身長の問題があるのを水木くんのシーンだけど、このシーンはインスピレーション、どうやってインスピレーションされましたかって。
そうですね、僕は翼くんに対してどんなキャラクターをぶつけたらその試合が面白くなるかなっていう考えでストーリーを作ってるんですけども、美杉くんを出した時には翼くんよりももっとすごいテクニックを持ってて、翼くんよりもちょっとフィジカルが強くて、だけども心臓病のハンデがあって数分しかプレーできないというキャラクター、そういうキャラクターを生み出して戦わせたらなんか面白くなるんじゃないかなという思いで登場させました。
So as he's writing the manga, he's always thinking, what kind of character can I create to make this manga more interesting, to make the matches with Captain Tsubasa more interesting. So when he created Mizuki, Mizuki had more powerful skills than Tsubasa, and he also had a much more powerful physique. So, but he gave him the handicap of having a heart problem. And he thought that giving this handicap will make them more equal, to make the matches more interesting to watch, because if you have one that is very strong, it's gonna be boring,
Yeah, definitely fair enough. So this one is gonna be a little bit of a controversial question. It's about football. You have inspired many football legends like Messi, Zidane. Now I want to ask you, who do you like better, Ronaldo or Messi?
キャプテン翼にインスピレーションされたサッカープレイヤーたくさんあるみたいで、例えばメッシとか、確かにネイマールもかな、で高橋陽一さんはロナルドかメッシどっちの方が好きかって。
僕はメッシがいたバルセロナが好きなので。
He likes Barcelona. He likes
なので
Messi.
どっちかって言ったらメッシですね。
So because he likes Barcelona, he would choose Messi.
And how do you feel as well? Like you mentioned how you feel about it being a global success, but how does it feel as well that your creation also inspired big legends like these?
高橋陽一さんが作った作品がこんな有名な作家にインスピレーションになったのはどんな風に考えてますか？どう思いますか？
そうですね、特に有名なサッカー選手たちは子供の頃にテレビで見て自分もやる気が出たとか言ってくれるので、そういう子供の頃のそういう子供たちにやる気を起こさせるような物語が僕が作れたんだなということで大変光栄に思います。
He's very honored that he created a work that would inspire small children, and he's very happy that he was able to do that.
All right. And yes, you have been very, very inspirational. And so, aside from that, you're not only this inspiration has also taken you away from the manga and the anime itself. You are also the owner of Nankatsu SC, what made you decide to be the owner of that?
高橋洋一さんは漫画の、漫画家だけじゃなくて、あと南葛 SC の、オーナーなので、なんでなんかオーナーになったんですか？
僕が生まれ育った町にあるクラブチームで僕の漫画のチーム名をそのままつけているんですけども、日本のサッカーの歴史ってヨーロッパとから比べるとまだ浅くて、でヨーロッパとかだともう生まれた時に自分の町にサッカーチームとかあると思うんですけども、日本だとそういうことなんかなくて、僕が生まれた町にもサッカークラブはなかったんですけども、自分が応援できる地元のサッカークラブを作りたいなと思って、作りました。
So in his manga, the football team is also a Nankatsu football team. And when he thought about it, he thought like in Europe there is a lot of famous teams in all different cities. And when he wanted to choose like a special team for him, like a team that he will support and cheer for a long time. So he wanted to create a team for his hometown. He's actually from that place, and that's why he created the Nankatsu football team.
So, aside, like I know you're gonna cheer for your team 100%, but is there any moments in real life that you were amazed by, real life football events that till this day still amazes you and that you've put into your books as well, and your manga as well?
アニメとか漫画じゃなくて現実になんか現実のサッカー試合とかあるシーンとか、なんかこのシーンはこの試合とかこのゴールはなんか私にとって特別とか、なんかそういう時ありましたか？
そうですね、今まで見てきた中でいっぱいそういうシーンはあるんですけども、一番最近ではやっぱりアルゼンチンがカタールのワールドカップで優勝した試合を僕は現地で見てたのですごい感動しました。
現実ってスタジアムの場所。はいはい。So there are so many matches and scenes that are special to him and moved him. But if we're talking about the most recent one, then it would be the one moment that Argentina won the World Cup in Qatar, and he was at the stadium by himself and watched it in real life. So it really moved him a lot.
Okay, I think the last question I have for you is, what is one lesson that you want the fans of the show to take away from Captain Tsubasa?
これが最後の質問なので、ファンたちがどういう、キャプテン翼がファンたちにとってはどういう勉強になりたいですか？何を教えたいですか、ファンたちに？
そうですね、僕はキャプテン翼というのはやっぱりサッカーっていうスポーツを題材に描いているので、チームメイトの思いやって戦うチームメイトへの感謝とか、思いやりがある心を持ってほしいなとか、あとライバルチームに対してもリスペクトできるようなそういう人間になってほしいなとか、あとキャプテン翼の主人公はサッカーで世界一になりたいという大きな夢を持っているので、読んでくれる皆さんもなんか自分の中でこういうことをしたいなとかいう大きくなくてもいいんですけど、夢を持って生きれるような人になってほしいなというのは願いながら書いてます。
So because Captain Tsubasa is a soccer story, so he wants all the fans, all the readers to care about their teammates and to have team play and to also respect their rivals, like to do their best but still respect their rivals. And just like the main character in Captain Tsubasa, he wants everyone to have like a dream in their heart that they will pursue and do their best.
Thank you so much for that, Takahashi-san. So this time, since I'm done with my questions, I will invite the audience as well to ask questions to you. So Yeah, let's hear it from here.
先生は英語で話したいんですけど、みんなはダメわかるんですけど。So I want to ask, it was really sad to hear that Captain Tsubasa will not continue, but it might be more important for the sensei to keep his health going on. So I just want to know, is there a possibility at one point that after the manga would end, that it would continue through the anime, like for example Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama sensei actually provided the story for the Dragon Ball for the new series, so that's why I want to know if the sensei would continue the same. And also, one more question, how did he feel?
One question. Okay, so I don't forget the.
How did he feel about the play when Japan win over Germany for the last World Cup? Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。
彼は、キャプテン翼が終わるのはすごく悲しいなんだけど、高橋陽一さんの健康が一番大事だから、あとは、漫画が終わった後、このストーリーがアニメで続く可能性ありますかって、なんかドラゴンボールみたいにドラゴンボールの漫画が終わったらアニメでなんか続きがあったけど、このキャプテン翼にもこういう可能性ありますかって。
はい、連載は終わるんですけども、キャプテン翼の、ストーリーはまだ続いていって、今考えているのはストーリーを、AI に書いてもらったりとか、そういうことも考えていますし、アニメ当然ストーリーさえ残しておけばアニメーションもできると思うので、そういう可能性もあります。
So the manga will end, but he is thinking about the possibility of continuing the story, either like writing the story and asking someone to draw it to him, or asking the studio to continue the anime. So there is a possibility for that. And the second question, how was your feeling when Japan... sorry. 2番目の質問。高橋陽一さんの感情は、日本がドイツに勝った時にどういう気持ちでしたかって。
はい、漫画では勝ってたんですけど、現実の世界でも日本がドイツに勝てるような時代が来たなという思ってました。
So he already wrote that in his manga, like Japan winning over Germany. And when he saw it in real life, he thought that it's finally like the generation to Japan win over Germany finally came.
Let's have more. Yeah. Here.
Hello. Hello, sis. Just my question is, what is his inspiration behind his drawing style? Does he have inspiration from other past mangakas? Quick question. I heard here he's retiring. Does he plan on continuing just writing the story without the drawings?
For the second question, we already asked that question and answered it.
Yeah.
He said yes, there's a possibility to.
Well, then I'll just wish him the best of that he's okay with his health, because we read that he had some issues with his health. We just want him to.
Okay.
Wish him the
So
best.
wait, let me ask him the first question. Can you repeat the first
Drawing
question?
style.
Drawing style. Yes. キャプテン翼の絵のスタイル、絵の描き方、なんか誰かのなんか古い昔の漫画家にインスピレーションされましたかって。
はい、水島新司先生という漫画家が僕は一番好きで、その先生の作品を見て真似して描いて言わしてました。
漫画家の名前。
水島
水島。
新司。
水島真司。
はい。
So he was inspired by the mangaka 水島真司. He is a fan of him, and as he was reading his manga, he got inspired by his art style. あとはこの人は高橋陽一先生に 長い健康いいの人生を望んでいます。
I think we can accommodate 2 more questions, so I'll get to you next.
Hello. Captain Tsubasa has been probably the first manga that introduces supers or superpowers, like the drive shooto, tiger shooto, falcon shot. What was your inspiration on creating the super element in sports, and especially in football?
カプテン翼はカプテン翼にスーパーパワーなんか能力が、出た漫画スポーツ漫画の中に初めてだったから、高橋陽一先生はスーパーパワーを使うのはどうやってインスピレーションされましたか？
基本的にはこんなシュートが打てたらいいなとか、こんなシュートをしてる選手を見たいなとか思って、まあ現実ではなかなか表現できないんですけど、漫画の中だとそういうことが表現できるので、それは漫画の一番の特徴であると思いますし、すごいシュートをどんどん、思い浮かんで、描くようにしました。
So he thought that it will be very exciting to see a shoot like that or to see a goal like that. So and he thinks that in the world of manga, anything you can do anything, and that's the speciality. Like that's the special characteristic of manga, where anything is possible. So that's like he just anything in his imagination, he just put it in his manga.
Right, and last question.
Hello, I watched your anime a long time, and I really like it. I just want to ask you, what other anime do you like Naruto, Dragon Ball, One Piece?
彼はカプテン翼も昔から見てる大ファンですって。で高橋陽一さんのなんか好きなアニメなんかありますか？なんかナルトとかワンピースとか、なんか他のアニメなんか好きなアニメありますかって。
僕はあんまり最近は全然見てなくて、子供の頃はすごいアニメとか好きで、皆さん知らないかもしれないですけど、巨人の星とか明日のジョーとかドカベンとか好きでした。
So he's not watching any recent animes. He was a very big fan of anime in the past when he was younger. So you probably don't know the animes that he likes, but he likes Ashita no Jo and もう一つの巨人の星。It's also called Kyojin no Oshi, the other anime. So these two are from from his top 5 or something. Yeah.
Can I say one thing? One small thing I would like to tell him.
Sure.
Tell him please that thank you so much for being here. ありがとう。
ここに来てくれてありがとうございます。
Definitely on that note, we are really, really grateful to have you here. Thank you so much for coming to Dubai, and you can see all their fans are here. So yeah, thank you so much. You are such a legend. So yeah, all the best.
高橋陽一さんがここに来てくれて本当にありがとうございます。ここドバイで楽しい時間を過ごしてください。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.